Hello everyone. So today we will discuss about report writing. Remember, though you all would be professionals, every professional, every person who works in an industry, he or she has to write report. So before you write a report, you should know what report is, what is its structure, what are the do's and don'ts of report writing, what is exact structure of report writing, why and what is the importance of this report writing. It is because majority of the big decisions are taken based on the reports, and that's why this is very pivotal to understand, and every individual should understand, irrespective whether he is working or he or she is having his own business. Everyone has to write a report, and that's why report writing is very important in all academics. So report writing is nothing but you have to present all the facts and the information very logically without any bias. Whatever you see, whatever you find as it is, you have to report to the authority so that the authority, based on your reporting, takes the decision. So the Oxford English Dictionary also defines report as an account given on a particular matter, especially in the form of official document, after thorough investigation or consideration by an appointed person or body. Example: the chairperson's annual report. So for example, just now, if any technical fest that takes place in your college or in your office, you have to prepare a report on that, what happened, what are the different activities were conducted, who were the judges, who were the winners, what was the aim or the purpose behind that particular technical festival. Everything you will put across and you will submit it to the authority, and based on that the authority will come to know that, okay, this was done and this was good or bad. If it is good, how can it be better, and if it is better, how can it be made best. So report writing is very very important. Remember, report writing means only the facts and the factual information and nothing else. No personal bias, no personal opinion, nothing else. If you are writing it in that manner, your report writing is the best, and it will serve the purpose for which the report is written. Now, what are the different types of report? Routine reports, every day you have to send. Special reports, on some special occasion they occur. Some formals, all the formalities you have to complete. Whereas there are some informal reports also. For example, there is no time to follow all the formalities of writing a report. You can simply orally record your statement and submit it to your authority, or you can simply on the call report what happened in the office. It may be a special, or it may be not special or routine report, but you have to inform it to the authority very informally because there is no time. So we have to consider informal reports also. So what is this routine report? Routine reports are prepared periodically by filling the printed forms. It may be daily, or it may be weekly or monthly, maybe quarterly. Depends what is the requirement. You have to prepare these routine reports. For example, every day your teacher comes and takes the attendance. That's a routine report, that how many students attended the practicals and the lectures. So this is routine and it has to be done. Maybe you will get printed formats and you have to simply fill in the information and submit it to your boss. That is routine report, and every individual, every engineer should know about these routine reports, because every day you have to send, at the end of the day you have to send what happened, how much work is done, what is the progress of your plan. Everything you have to report, and that's why you have to understand the routine report very thoroughly. Then comes progress report. Progress report means whatever task is assigned to you, slowly and gradually, every day, every week, every month, every annum, what is the progress? What is the status of that particular project? You have to talk about the progress in that progress report. Then comes inspection report. When you are assigned to go and see in a particular one branch, why, what kind of material is being used, whether the work is really taking as per the expectations or not. You simply go visit it, personally verify the quality of the product, quality of the material, raw material, the manpower, machinery that is used, and you will, after your thorough inspection and considering all the facts and the figures, you will submit this inspection report. Performance appraisal. Every individual will go through this performance appraisal, maybe after 6 months or maybe after 1 year. And this is very very important, because based on this performance appraisal, your promotions, your new commitments or incentives that are given to you, or new responsibilities are given to you based on your performance. So this is Most probably, mostly this is printed in printed format, wherein the authority talks about you, the way you behave, the way you talk, the way you complete the targets, the way you interacted with your customers, the way you pulled more customers and the consumers to the company. Everything is taken into consideration in this performance appraisal report. Then comes periodical report. As I said, periodical report, they are also routine reports. After maybe 3 months, 6 months, or maybe 1 year, you have to prepare this after regular intervals. Now, what are these special reports? Now, special reports are really special, as the title itself suggests. Some special situation or the problem arises, and an individual, very expert individual or expert people's committee is given this task to prepare the special report. It may be to investigate a particular problem or to collect the relevant information, make suggestions to help the manager for decision making. For example, if the HOD of mechanical engineering department sees that majority of the students, they are bunking lectures and practicals, and most of these teachers reported it, that time the HOD or maybe the principal will form one committee and assign the task that find out the reasons why students are not attending lectures. Now the committee or the individual expert individual will go in class to class, visit every individual student, and based on their opinion will come to know the reasons of bunking the lectures and practicals. And based on that some recommendations or the changes or the decisions will be taken. So this is what the special report is, and which is very very important. And what is this FIR? First information report. Any accident, any mishap may happen in any organization, and accidents are accidents. Nobody knows when and how they are going to happen. And that's why if such incident occurs, it may be an accident, it may be a fire that breaks out in your office or maybe in your workshop, you have to report. So that is first information. You are the one who saw that and you are reporting it. That is called first information report. Now, this investigation report is very, very important because something bad happens, any problem occurs. That time, maybe the sales are falling down, the deposits are declining, many customers they are complaining about it. A particular branch is incurring losses. In such conditions, an expert committee is established by the management, the top management, and they tell them to find out what are the reasons of this problem, and the expert committee goes and visits that particular branch or that particular place and come up with their investigation, and recommendations are done or decisions are taken. Okay, these were the reasons why the sales were declining, why there were so many complaints, so they take the measures. Now, this survey report or feasibility report. In order to launch a new product or the service in the market, you cannot simply start a business anytime. You cannot have your enterprise anytime. You have to survey the particular market, particular area, whether it is suitable to your product or business or no. And based on that, you decide whether the business has to be established or no. So that is survey report. And project report. This is written after the initial survey has been completed on the research product. It describes the proposal as project to be completed in future by showing the cash flow and expected results. It is used for planning and also for convincing others, especially sanctioning and funding authorities like government departments and bank. If you want to launch a new product in the market, you need investment and you need investors, and the investors will invest in your product or service only when they will be convinced. And this is what you have to write a project report, that what would happen if they invest 1 lakh rupees, after 5 years what would be the value of their 1 lakh rupees based on your project, based on the product that you would be launching. So you have to convince the customer, you have to convince the investors first of all, so that you can establish your business, and this is very very important. Formal reports is prepared in the prescribed or the standard format and is presented according to the established procedure and through the proper channel. Reports submitted by officials or committees or organized bodies like companies, cooperative societies, local bodies are usually formal reports. It may be statutory report or non-statutory report. This is not much important for you. You can simply read it if you want, otherwise we'll skip. Now, exactly how to write this particular report, that is very important from your point of view. So this is the design or the layout. What kind of layout or the design has to be there of your report? And actually you all are going to draft your report in this manner. The heading or the title. A report must always have a title indicating the subject of the study, the period and the location of the study. A long report has a full title page which gives the title, name of the person who assigned the report, the name of the person or the group who prepared the report with month and year of submission. In short, report the title appears at the top of the page, first page before the text of the report. This is the example or the specimen of the title page. Actually, you all have to do this. Like Government Polytechnic Thane, a report on, assigned by, submitted by, semester, submitted on. This is the table of content. The next one page would be table of content. Now what should be the table of content? Serial number, topic and page number. I have given you, just refer it and follow it accordingly. This is very important. Body of the report. Introduction. It contains the terms of the reference and the subject of the study. The writer analyzes the problem chosen by him or her in the light of the terms of references and relevant circumstances. Developments of the finding. Actually, what was there? What is there? In this part, you have to talk about all the factual information or the findings that you came across when you investigated, when you visited, or when you thoroughly studied it. Based on that, you have to conclude and recommend that based on this information this has to be taken, so that the management very easily can take the decisions. And appendix means any supplementary information, the material you want to add, you can add it. References and bibliographies, from where you got the data, from where, what are the different digital data that you require. It may be bibliography, it may be a link of the YouTube video, it may be any website address, or it may be any email, or it may be actually any book or the report or the journal that you referred. You have to mention it. Signature, you have to write the name of the person who prepared it. All the committee members, their name, their designation, and their signature has to be taken. Dated signature has to be taken, and you have to actually do that. Yes, this is the quality of the good report. Number one, precise. It has to be in a nutshell. It has to be accurate in terms of facts. It has to be relevant, means no irrelevant information should be incorporated in the report. You are not supposed to do it. Whatever is there as it is crystal clear, you have to mention. It has to be reader oriented. The people or the reader should feel that they should read it. In that manner, you have to write simple language. You are not supposed to show how much knowledge you have in terms of language. You have to simply use very simple language, so that even a layman can understand it. It has to be concise means to the point, focused, not beating around the bushes. You shouldn't commit any grammatical error in your report. Unbiased. You are not supposed to say, I want to say, or according to me. No. Whatever is there, you have to mention it. Irrespective of your personal interests and likes and dislikes, you are not supposed to use any information, any sentence which is biased. It has to be clear, transparent message, very clear, no vague message, nothing. Don't use any word or any sentence that may pose any doubt or ambiguity in the mind of the reader. It has to be crystal clear, like 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. And the structure has to be very very attractive, the presentation, the content, the language, typing, presentation style, everything, so that the audience feel attracted to listen or to read your report. Topics of report writing. Before that, what should you include in incident or accident or mishap report? This is what you have to write. So you have to mention what happened, who were involved, what did they do, why did it happen, the reasons, what is the extent of damage to a person, the property, and recommendations to prevent the mishap. So these are the points you have to write your accident report. Now in investigation report also, you have to mention details on the findings of your investigations, be it a simple workplace one or a more complex criminal case. When you write investigation report, be sure to include all pertinent information about the case and any evidence that was gathered. An investigation report is important because it serves as the written record. So you have to be very very careful when you are investigating the matter. Do not keep any stone unturned. Point out, find out all the resources, and then you put them in your investigation report as per the importance. So these are the different things that you should incorporate in your investigation report. This is very very important. Just go through it, you will realize it. I found it on online. You can also find it online. If you are not comfortable with the small screen, you can go through that. Yes. What type of incident is it? Who is alleged victim? Who is the subject of investigation? What are the parties involved? Where and when did the incident occur? For example, during your dance competition or singing competition, some fights break out, then a committee of 2 or 3 people will go and they will investigate all these things, all these questions they will answer, and based on that decision will be taken who is the culprit, and the person will be punished. So this is what you can simply go through about investigation. You have to mention some pictures also, you can mention as a proof. Yes, this is important for all the students. As per your roll number you have to perform. I have given you as per roll number. Write an accident report that took place in your college during DJ night function. Injury, stage collapse, fire, short circuit, stampede, fires, roof collapse, etc. Any topic you can come up with for that accident report. 1 to 10 roll number people will write this. Roll number 11 to 20 write an accident report that took place in chemistry lab during practical. The nature of accident would be injury, equipment breaking, fire, short circuit, fights, roof collapse, etc. Roll number 21 to 30. Write an investigation report on less or no attendance of students in lectures and practicals. This is of your choice, obviously. You would be in better position to write this. So 21 and 30 people, you are lucky. 31 to 40 people, they will write an investigation report on cleanliness maintained in college campus. This is also very easy to write. You can simply visit the different every nook and corner of your college campus and you can come up with the facts with the pictures and all. Rule number 41 to 50, write an investigation report on use of social media by GPT students for studies. You can simply individually make one group, you can give them one Google form, you can ask few questions, and based on their answers, you can get the ample information in this investigation report. Rule number 51 to 66, write an investigation report on damages to college property and thefts in college campus in last year. You have to simply go and visit the office. You can ask the teaching or non-teaching faculty members also. You can see the documentations, you can see the FIRs done, and you will definitely come to know about damages to college property and thefts in college campus in last year. So this is how you have to prepare and submit your report. You have to draft it, submit that report by 30th of March 2024. Any issue, any doubt, you can ask me. Good luck. Thank you.